Hey guys, welcome back, and hello if you're new. Today I'm doing a full face of Flower Beauty. I literally have a bronzer, a highlighter, I have a couple of eyeshadow palettes, all of this stuff, beauty sponge, I even have a makeup brush here as well. Like, we're gonna do a full face of Flower Beauty and I'm really excited. So grab a drink, grab a snack. If you can hear that in the background, I'm making a cup of coffee because I'm having such a day. So I need another cup of coffee. And yeah, grab some coffee, a snack, and let's hang out. I'm gonna do a full face of Flower Beauty. Some of the stuff I actually have been testing out a little bit, so I can kind of give you my thoughts so far. All right, I've got my cup of coffee. Yes, we're ready to go. So if you're unfamiliar with Flower Beauty, it's the beauty brand by Drew Barrymore, the actress. She now has her own show. I'm sure you know who Drew Barrymore is. I've been a huge love of Flower Beauty for a long time, but since for the past quite a few years, I've slowly went through things, finished up things, or decluttered things, and so I haven't tried a lot of new things from Flower Beauty in a very long time. So during their Black Friday sale just this past holiday season in 2021, I placed a huge order. They also sent me a few things as well, so thank you so much, Flower Beauty. They sent over a palette, a liquid bronzer, a lip stain, which I really love, and also an eyeliner. This palette I have used in another video, Get Ready With Me for Valentine's Day, so go check that video out if you missed it. It should already be up here on my channel. I also did a tutorial on TikTok. So this is the Flower Beauty Precision Blending Sponge. It says detailing tip for eyes and nose, flat edge for buffing and setting. And I really liked the shape of this one. I know that their purple one is very popular. This is such an interesting shape. So it's very oval. It's very flat on this side and this side. And this side's more pointed, so you can really, oh yeah, get right up in there. So this is the Flower Get Real Serum Foundation. You do get 1 fluid ounce. I believe this comes in about 18 or 20 shades. I have the shade Shell L0. I believe this is the lightest shade they have. Comes in this beautiful glass bottle, has a really nice pump. So it says medium buildable coverage, conceals and smooths skin with a natural looking finish infused with antioxidants and hydrating properties to help nourish and care for skin as you wear it. All right, so I just applied 1 pump to this side of my face. I started to apply it on this side, but I want to show you the coverage. So the consistency is very watery. It reminds me a lot of the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation, if you're familiar with that formula. Very, very liquid. You can see it's running down my cheek. This shade is a perfect match. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and try the sponge, but I have been really liking applying this with a brush to get more coverage because this has very light coverage, but it is buildable. I'm gonna go ahead and take that flat side and just start blending. So I actually really liked how this wore. I've only worn it once, but I really liked the finish. It's very, very natural. It did last pretty well even through wearing a mask, going in and out of the cold weather, and it actually held up really well. But you can see it has very light coverage. All right, so no foundation on this side, 1 even layer applied with a damp sponge on this side. So you see it gives you a light coverage. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. angled buffing brush. I'm so mad at myself, you guys. I should have purchased all of the Flower Beauty brushes. So you get way more coverage with a foundation brush. Yeah, I just prefer applying this with a brush. This sponge is just I'm not liking it. I'm really sad to say that. So I've been trying to order this, and every time I go to order it, it's out of stock, but I finally got my hands on it. And I've seen Drew Barrymore use this all the time. So this is the Chill Out Color Corrector. And I've been really wanting to find a good color corrector from the drugstore. This is in the shade Light Peach. It comes in, I believe, 3 shades. So here's what the color looks like in Light Peach. It says, correct and brighten your under eyes with our peach toned color correcting pot to instantly neutralize dark circles. Your eyes appear illuminated while the nourishing formula infused with hemp-derived CBD hydrates and smooths delicate skin for the perfect concealer base. I'm going to take the AOA Studio E102 brush and just kind of run this in here. All right, I'm going to apply the color corrector to this side of my eye so you can see the difference. I definitely do have dark under eye circles. Definitely getting, you know, more prominent as I'm getting older. And I think I'll take my sponge and just kind of blend out the edge here. I might have applied a little too much. Okay, so the corrector is on this side and no corrector on this side. It definitely helped to neutralize that darkness. I might have applied a little too much, but yeah, I feel like it does a really good job. I feel like this goes on really creamy, but it's not super, super creamy. I wish it was a little bit more hydrating. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the corrector on this side now so that we're matching. All right, so now let's try and put a concealer over top. This is the Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. I've never tried this before. I've only worn it one other time, so I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but I really like the packaging, very sleek. I really like the Flower Beauty packaging. So the shade I have is Porcelain L0, which I believe is the lightest shade. It says it's a weightless formula, crease proof, full coverage concealer with a soft focus blurring effect. This is my little mini mochi blender from AOA. So I'm gonna apply a little bit here, here. This definitely has a very interesting formula. It's very thin, very, very thin, but very smooth. So I don't have an eyeshadow primer from Flower Beauty. I don't even know if they sell one. Maybe I missed it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my Milani one. I don't know, maybe Flower Beauty does have an eyeshadow primer and I just missed it somehow. So this is the Flower Light Illusion Perfecting Pressed Powder. I know they also sell loose setting powders, but I've been kind of moving away from those because they tend to be more drying on my skin. I have the shade L1 Porcelain. I think this is the lightest shade. So it comes in this really pretty compact. And I think this is a nice color for me. It could be a little bit lighter. So I'm going to take this number 5 brush from BH Cosmetics. This is from the Festival brush set. So I'm just tapping on the product very lightly. I'm gonna take a slightly bigger brush and just set around my nose a little bit. I feel like this powder is really nice. The color is nice. I don't find that this is too dark for underneath the eyes. I think if you really packed it on and baked, maybe it would show up a little tinted, but I do like the formula. It's just a matter of seeing if this is gonna work with my skin type. We'll have to see. I actually have a fun story about this bronzer. So I actually ordered the other shade, the cool toned one, which is called Sunrise. This is Sun Swept, and it's their luminous bronzer. Again, beautiful packaging, and I was so excited to try this. So here is what Sun Swept looks like. This is the warmer bronzer. They have another shade, which is Sunrise. So I'm going to use my F28 brush and just pick up a little bit. I'm going to swirl, because it is kind of like a marbleized baked bronzer. I'm going to swirl my brush, tap it off. So fun story about this bronzer. Like I mentioned, I wanted the cooler shade. So I ordered the cooler shade from Ulta. My order came in, and sure enough, I ended up with the same one. This one in Sunswept. So I contacted them and like, hey, I ordered the shade Sunrise. I think that's the cooler one. And you guys sent me the wrong shade. And they're like, oh, we're so sorry. And they shipped out the other shade that I wanted. I'm like, okay, cool. They're going to send it out to me. And then it came in the mail, and guess what? It was the same bronzer. And I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So not only do I have one of these, I have 3. So I've given up all hope, you guys. I don't really have a CVS that close to me, but I've given up. I've given up all hope. I'm terrified to order the other shade online. I don't want to receive another one of these. This is very warm. I have to be very careful because this can look very orange on me very quickly. So I'm applying a very very small amount. I just wish they had more shades. 2 shades really isn't enough. That's my biggest issue with Flower Beauty. I feel like their foundations, concealers, they need more shades. So Flower Beauty, you need to work on that, okay? Okay, Drew, you need to work on your shade range, girlfriend. So let's play with blush next. I have a powder blush and a cream blush because you guys know I'm loving my cream blushes. But I think I'm gonna go with the powder one today since we are using more powder products. This is the Flower Pots Powder Blush. Soft satin finish, buildable color. Oh, Spiced Petal. See the packaging? Isn't it cute? I don't know. Does it make sense that I show you guys the packaging? Does that even help you? I always save all of the packaging before I do like my videos or for my videos. That way you see what they look like. Because sometimes, I don't know, I'm a very visual person, so I like to see like, okay, how does it look? I don't know if I'm making any sense today, you guys. I think I need to lay off the coffee. Now, if you know about Milani has like those really pretty flower blushes, and I actually decluttered all of mine because I actually don't like the formula of those. Oh, the packaging is so cute, you guys. I actually like this way better than the Milani ones. It's just more condensed and it's not so crazy looking. Oh, that's not, ooh, that's nice. I have a feeling I'm going to be obsessed with this formula and I definitely would purchase more of them. So this is called the Blush Precision Brush. And this is absolutely stunning. It has this really pretty ombre color, goes from nude to white on the handle, rose gold ferrule, and look how lovely. I love the two-toned style here, and it really is just shaped and tapered so beautifully. Nice, round, very, very fluffy brush. It's not too dense, but look at that. This is so incredibly soft. It applies the perfect light amount of product. And I just love, the brush applies it so lovely. Like such a gentle application too. Just kind of tap, oh my God, this brush is so soft, you guys. If you have not tried these brushes from her line, oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, definitely, it's kind of neutral, but it definitely gives warmth to the cheeks. That is so pretty. Okay, I really like that. That is really pretty. All right, so for highlighter, I thought I would try their new, it's called Stellar Prismatic Highlighter, and I picked the shade Luna. Now I will say, in the swatches on the website, on their website, look how it says flower. Isn't that cute? Packaging is super cute. Mine actually got cracked though in shipping. It's very glittery. So if you don't like a glittery highlighter, you probably are not gonna like this. I'm gonna use my BH Cosmetics rounded highlighter brush. Not my favorite highlighter, definitely wanna knock off that excess. It does look pretty on the skin, but it's more gold. And so the swatch on their website was a little bit deceiving. All right, so I am going to apply a bit of setting spray. I like to usually set my face before I go into the eyes, and sometimes I'll set again. So this is the Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. Again, another product that I think gets a lot of love. It is lightly fragranced, very light, but it's not awful. Oh my God, the mister is beautiful though. I do find that this does set my makeup really nicely. It's not extremely dewy and hydrating like say the ColourPop Pretty Fresh setting spray. This feels more like a long-lasting setting spray, but it looks good, so we'll have to see. But so far I actually really do like this. All right, let's move on to the brows. My least favorite my least favorite thing to do is my brows. That's the one makeup thing that I wish I could just skip. The Flower Beauty, the Skinny Micro Brow Pencil. I really like the packaging. You get this really cool, like, very dense, soft brush here. This reminds me a lot of the one from NYX. NYX has a very similar brush. I think it's called their Fill and Fluff Brow Pencil. I have tried that. It's really good. But again, the shade selection at the drugstore, you guys, I really struggle finding a brow pencil that's neutral. Like a true neutral. It doesn't look orangey brown on in my brow hairs. It does have a retractable, very skinny brow pencil on the other side. This is the shade Medium Brown, and I wasn't sure. I regret picking this shade but I have been playing with it, and unfortunately it looks orange, you guys. It looks really, really orange. Let me swatch this next to my Holy Grail brow pencil. This is the Brow Boss pencil from ColourPop. So here's the one from ColourPop, and here's the one from Flower Beauty. You see what I mean? This just pulls very almost like olive brown. So I'm just gonna lightly fill in with a very light hand because I don't want this to look too crazy of a brow color. But I feel like this little brow spoolie thing here, this little brow brush is like fantastic. All right, and then the other brow product I was really curious about is called the Brow Gel Fiber Fix Brunette. Now this is a little bit better of a color for me, but again, this leans very like olive brown. Love the packaging though, comes in this really cute, sleek packaging. I love the feel, it has like that velvet finish. Very, very similar to the one from e.l.f. Cosmetics. It's very, 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 very small. But again, it's another case where I need a different color for sure. But I have to say, this formula is fantastic. It really does hold all day, and it does fill in your brow hairs, but not too much. It's not too dry. It's not too wet of a formula. I love the brush. I love the formula is fantastic. Wow, look at that. I mean, that's just really, really nice. So this product, I can already tell you, is fantastic. Just, you have to find a shade that works for you. All right, so we got the face done, we got the brows done, we got the eyes prepped with some eyeshadow primer. Let's do some eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow palette I picked only has 2 matte shades, which I wasn't aware of that when I ordered this, but Concrete Jungle. And this is just one of their, it's called Shimmer and Shade Eyeshadow Palette. It says long-lasting, rich color payoff, crease-free. Like, it just really caught my eye. I mean, do you see these like cool kind of grayish slate colors? And this eyeshadow palette, they all come with a brush, nice blending brush. So I'm definitely going to use this today. I also purchased these like liquid shadows, so maybe I'll try to incorporate these as well. Let's go in with this shade here. I don't know how this is gonna look, but let's give it a try. Okay, I zoomed you guys in just a little bit. So I'm just gonna take that shade, pack it on. Yeah, this is pretty much, I mean, it's very, very subtle color. Very, very, very cool toned. I don't even know if you can see it on camera. So I'm going to dip into this Charlie's Angels palette and take this brown. It's called I've Come Undone. This is actually a really nice transition color. I'm using my J. Kissa brushes. I wish they would bring these back because these are some of the best drugstore brushes out there. Okay, that looks much better. I'm also going to apply that same color to my lower lash line. I really don't know what look to do today. All right, I think I'm going to try this shade here. And I am going to use the little brush that comes with the palette. And I'm just going to tap this on the outer corner. Kind of like pulling that in the crease. And again, this is a shimmery, it is a shimmery color. You can take shimmers and use them in the crease. Just applying a very, very light amount and then just build from there. But I just realized opening this palette today, like I was taking off the plastic, I'm like, there's only 2 mattes in here? What? How am I gonna make this work? I'm gonna go back with that other brush and just kind of go along the edge here. Just blend, make sure we're blending. I'm just gonna wipe off my brush and take that same color on the lower lash line. Just a little bit, create that smoky effect. Whoa, okay, these are so pigmented, you guys. I'm literally dipping my brush in once and tapping it on a towel. So we used this shade to deepen everything up. I think I'm gonna try to play a little bit of that color on the lid. I'm gonna use my eyeshadow C brush from e.l.f. Wow, that's definitely very cool toned, like gray. Oh my God, I just touched my nose. Jessica. Wow, that is so pretty. These are definitely very dark, smoky. This is the perfect like smoky, cool toned palette. All right, I think I'm gonna wipe my brush off and I wanna take a little bit of this shade here just to lighten things up. It's the second one over. Oh yeah, that kind of helps break up that darkness a little bit. So for the inner corner, I think this color here is gonna be perfect. It's very icy, cool toned. It's almost like a white. Instantly brightens everything up. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I'm not getting any major fallout, which is a plus in my book. So yeah, I actually really do like this eyeshadow palette. Very smoky, very pigmented. I just wish there were more matte shades in here, unfortunately, but I do like this kind of soft, smoky coolness going on with the eyes. I think it's really, really pretty. So eyeliners, I purchased 2 of the Forever Wear Longwear eyeliners. You guys know I love the vinyl gel liners, which I think were discontinued, but these are very, very similar. They come in a very skinny pencil, which is retractable, twists up like that, and there's also a sharpener at the bottom if you want to sharpen them, which is fantastic. So I have the shade Amethyst. So that's Amethyst. So that's a nice matte blue. Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to use this one. Ooh, this eye look is gonna get really dark really quick. So I'm actually gonna apply this to my waterline. Oh yeah, this is a beautiful deep blue. All right, so that's it for the waterline. Let's move on to liquid liner. I've been wanting to try these for so long. This is called Liquid Kajal Blendable Eyeliner, shadow and liner in one. So I picked the shade Smoldering, again, more of a cool toned. And then this is in Rust, very warm. So these I have not used. Oh, it comes in this really cute, I just love the Flower Beauty packaging. Really nice. This reminds me a lot of the Balm Cosmetics Schwing liners. It does. Oh, so this does have a felt tip, very precise, pointy applicator there. I don't know if I'm going to do like a winged liner today, but let's just go along the lash line and see how this plays out. It's very, very fluid. All right, that applied so easily. And I guess I'll do a little wing. I'll take a little smudger brush and see if this, because it says that you can smudge this. All right, so that actually smudged out really nicely, I have to say. I had enough time to like kind of blend it a little bit. I was hoping that this was more of a matte though. This is more of a shimmery. Yeah, it's definitely got some glitter in it. I'm gonna go back into the palette and take a little bit on this J-Kissa J6 brush and go back into that same dark shade. So I'm just using this to kind of smudge a little bit more. Just a little bit, not much. All right, so to finish off the eyes, we have mascara. Now, I really love the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior Mascara. It comes in this green tube, but I have a brown shade and I really need to repurchase this in the jet black. So I don't have the right color, but I've been wanting to try this new one here. It comes in the pink package. This is called the Warrior Princess. Now, I don't know if they discontinued this one and this is like a new version. So this is a bristle brush, very spiky, and it does kind of remind me of the one from Too Faced Cosmetics. Has that kind of like hourglass shape, but this one has less bristles. It's not as dense. So I'm just curling my lashes really well. If you're new here, mascara, just like, my lashes are awful, you guys. I have hardly any lashes. They're very short, they're very stubby, and so a mascara really has to wow me in order for me to, you know, love it. So I'm definitely very picky when it comes to mascaras, and most of the time I just throw on false lashes anyways. And I'm gonna go in with one more coat on this side so you guys can see the before and after. Yeah, I feel like today, so far, this is applying a lot better. Okay, so 2 coats on this side, none on this side. So I'm actually really pleased with this mascara today. It actually gave me, you know, length, volume, curl, all of the above. All right, I have 2 lip liners. This is called the Petal Pout Lip Liner. And these are very similar to the eyeliners, so it's retractable. So it twists up and down. And then there's a sharpener at the bottom if you want to sharpen it. So I think that's really cool. So I picked, again, picking out shades online, not easy. This is in the shade Rose. And the other shade is called Toffee. This is more like a brown nude. I will say online, I thought this would be more of a neutral color. And then the lipsticks. So I purchased 4 lipsticks just to try out some different formulas. So this first one here is really interesting, and they have changed their lip products. I was a huge fan of their lipsticks long ago, but what really frustrated me is that they smelled like flowers, like almost walking into a funeral home. And this is the Perfect Pout Moisturizing Lipstick, and this is in the shade Blush Rose. I don't know why, what's wrong with me, you guys. I picked all of these blushy, rosy pink shades. And it looks kind of dark, and it's really, really pretty on the lips. So these are called the Petal Pout Lip Colors. Now they have a matte finish and a cream finish. So I purchased 1 matte and 2 creams. So this is an Autumn Rose, and this is their matte finish, but look how cute the packaging is. I love the updated packaging, the new formula. Like, they really have done a great job with their lipsticks. So that is Autumn Rose, really beautiful. And then these are both a cream finish. Now the only difference is that number 045 Chestnut Kiss actually has chunky gold glitter, but this shade 035 Spiced Petal doesn't have any glitter. So I'm a little confused. I don't know if some of them have a glitter in them and some of them don't. See if I can pick it up on camera. It just does not look good on the lips. It's very chunky, and as it wears throughout the day, you're left with all this gold glitter on your lips. No. FYI, be very careful. Make sure to read the description. Maybe I missed something and some of them have glitter. So I'm actually going to go in with the lip liner in Toffee. Very creamy. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh, they just glide onto the lips. I am barely applying any pressure, so that might be a formula you like or not like. Now, because this is so pigmented and dark, I'm going to take my finger and soften it. And then I'm going to take Blush Rose and apply a light layer of that over top of the lip liner. Also, these smell amazing. They smell like buttercream frosting. So much better than dead flowers. Funeral home smell, no thank you. These smell really good. This formula is dreamy. So moisturizing. So I just spent like 3 minutes talking to you guys and I wasn't recording. Oh, this video is just a hot mess. I'm so sorry guys if this is like a total disaster, but anyways, so here is the finished look using a full face. Well, almost a full face. I did cheat a little bit. I had to use an eyeshadow primer. Yeah, here's the finished look. I did apply a pair of very natural though false lashes just because I like to have a little bit more length, a little bit more oomph to my lashes, because again, mine are just non-existent. So I applied the AOA Studio Natural Hair Lashes in Natalia. Let me get up close to the camera so you can see the completed look. So that's everything, you guys. That was my full face of Flower Beauty. If you have a favorite product from Flower Beauty, please tell me in the comments down below and we can chat. If there is something I'm missing out on, please tell me and I will purchase it and try it. I had a lot of fun. I feel like there's some new, possibly holy grail favorites here that I tried today. And I'm curious to keep playing and testing out the different formulas. So yeah, I will have everything, you guys, all the products I used today linked down below in the description box, so make sure to check that out. So this is a reoccurring like series I've been doing on my channel, a full face of one makeup brand. So I've already done like e.l.f. Cosmetics, Essence, ColourPop, I think Milani as well. So I will link the playlist down below if you guys want to see me do any more one brand tutorials. Let me know. I do plan on doing Shop Miss A with the AOA Studio line and also the Balm Cosmetics. So those two will be coming. If you're new here in my channel, please subscribe, get this a thumbs up, comment, share, like, all that good stuff. I upload on Tuesdays and Fridays every week talking about cruelty-free beauty, makeup, sometimes hair, sometimes nails, sometimes skincare. I love all of it. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me today. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.